Alright, hey folks, welcome back. I'm realizing now that I forgot to turn the audio for the game back on. I need to find some actual background audio. Okay, short version. Hello, welcome back. We're making decks for every single potential commander in the Baldur's Gate Alchemy set. Today's card is Viconia, Nightsinger's Disciple. Specifically, we're doing blue-blacks. This is Viconia, Disciple of Blood, and Disciple of Arcana, are at least in theory our primary two targets. We'll get into why that's not always true in just a second, but first let's just go over the card. 2-drop, 2/3, 1 colorless, 1 black, specializes for 2, pay 1, exile target card from a graveyard. And all of its specializations, I'll go over them in order really quickly, but probably just blue and black in any depth. All of the specializations, same stat line, 3/4. Basically the gimmick is when it specializes, you conjure a duplicate of a card you've exiled with Viconia into its hand. The duplicate has to be a creature for pretty much all of them, except for the blue one, which is why I ended up building blue. Blue one gets to copy a creature and a instant or sorcery. So the benefit, at least the way I built this deck, is pretty much to take advantage of Viconia. It's effectively a fairly control-y list. Because Viconia is a fairly cheap commander to play, I've included Mox Amber. Everything else in here actually is basically based around either countering, destroying, or just stealing their stuff. I've made a couple versions of this list, but we have a lot of things in here that let you just play their cards. So Thief of Sanity, technically Gutmorn, Grave Choice as a removal spell, and then a couple other things. I've made a couple versions of this list, and it sort of ended up here. Our big bombs are Xanther, and I think we have Professor Onyx. I probably should replace that with a different one. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. So let's just jump on in, and we'll play a few games with it and see how it does. Let me just tweak that, so I can see the live chat on the chance that somebody accidentally clicks and joins the stream. But I've been playing this a lot. It's quite a lot of fun. It actually also, as a side effect, is a very good matchup, relatively speaking, to Thassa. I'm not saying it wins against Thassa, but the fact that you can just exile graveyards like that means that you can dodge a lot of Tasha's ability to just pull stuff out of your graveyard, and you can also just remove things. So let's see. Oh, I haven't played it against this. Rishkar, Pima Renegade. I believe this is Green Elf, or Green Elf tokens. Which is this? 3-drop. We have a counterspell. We have a board wipe. I will keep. No, it's not. It's +1/+1 counters. Okay, so I was wrong about that. Temple of Deceit. I will keep that. We'll probably not do too much till turn 3. Incubation Druid. Yep. Okay. Snow-covered Swamp. And turn. And here comes. Go away. Oops, he's got Incubation Druid. I'm an idiot. Oh well. I'm very confused by what I just witnessed. I think that was a misplay. I wish this game had a redo from last turn button for things like that, where it's obvious that your opponent just didn't do what they intended to. Now, to be fair, I probably wouldn't let them do that if we're late in the game, but because I like winning, because I'm a weasel. Paradise Druid, yep. I don't have too much else to do. Let's go steal that. And let's go steal that. And I want to specialize into blue, but that involves giving up River's Rebuke. I want to hope he doesn't have fight or removal cards in his hands. He's going to have a lot of mana, though. It's going to resolve. I'll blow up the Ranger's Guile, probably. So this list is not super well refined. I have a lot of problems with it, actually. Potentially the biggest one is that there's a couple cards in it. Okay, so it is Tribal Elves. Pass to attackers. He'll probably swing in for 4. Yep. Pass to damage. So the biggest issue is that it's a list that relies on removing graveyards, but it has a lot of cards in it that like it when they actually have graveyards to work with. Let's do Hostage Taker and get rid of Impervious Prefect. So I think this is Elf Tribal. I think this is next. No attacks and turn. I wish I had a better creature to steal, but nah. Please don't have a fight card. Please don't have a fight card. Huh. Uh-oh. That could be bad. He's got, what, still 2, 3, 4, 5? He's still got 5 more mana to buy with. What's he gonna go grab? Okay, that's not good. This is not good for Bitcoin. I don't like giving you the Impervious Prefect, but I also don't like... What do I do here? Okay, here's what we do. First off, I'm gonna go borrow that. No blocks, we'll just take 3. Alright, so he'll need 1 turn to... I can remove anything on the board, right? I can remove any one thing. 6, 7. This is a 8-drop, right? Just battlefield creatures you can XX for X number of creatures you control. Let's do this. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has tap. Okay. Incubation Druid. He'll either have to give up the Druid or the Creator Hoof Behemoth. He'll probably give up the Druid. Yep, he's got 6, 7 mana. We've got the River's Rebuke for next turn. Okay. At least he didn't get a land, so we have a little bit more time to work with. Like, I'd rather not give him back the Impervious Prefect, but okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I really don't want to give him back the Prefect, but I think I really need to Reverse Rebuke this turn. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna put those all back in his hand, slow it down a little bit. Oh, is he GGing? Okay. I guess he doesn't think he can recover out of that. I think his odds were not great, but not terrible. But yeah. So I didn't actually do the thing that game, because so one of the most interesting things about this deck, relative to most of the other specialized decks I've made so far, is that unlike most of the rest of them, usually you specialize and then you want to stay specialized for the rest of the game. This deck, you want to unspecialize pretty much every time your commander goes back to the command zone, because you want to be able to use the specialized trigger again, which is really neat. Because otherwise that's kind of what keeps Viconia balanced, right? But without that, yes, he costs more each time, and that part sucks. But you can just keep stealing cards and keep doing stuff. Oh dear, we're going to get absolutely butchered. It's Goshinti of Life's Origin. I will keep this. This is not a terrible opening hand because we have the Tail's End. Alright, if it's not a land, bottom of the deck. Not a land, bottom of the deck. That's a land. Next end turn. Damn it. Big goof. Maybe I should have countered that. This time we're probably going to get butchered. Unless he just plays the... Okay, yep, nope. Fortunately, that is legendary. Which means shove it. Is the technical term. Please overcommit to something, please overcommit to something. 2, 4, 5, 6. If I don't get rid of it... He has all 5 colors already. But of the cards he could get, that's probably the one I'm the least scared of. Cool. Okay, there's our second land, which means we can crack out Viconia. To which I say, get stuffed. Is that the good one? That's one of the good ones. I want to keep ramping, and I want to have mana open, so we'll do this. That might have been a mistake. He's going to get the... Pay X, where X is the number of shrines you control. Okay, Starling Grove. Yep. He still has 4. Exile target card from a graveyard. Exile target card from a graveyard. I am getting Tail's End back. If I don't draw a land, I'll probably discard Sublime Epiphany to specialize so that I can block the Goshinti of Life's Origin. New plan, specialize 2. Sublime Epiphany is going to be very good in this matchup, but it's really not good enough to warrant. Target up to 1 creature, submit 0. Target up to 1 instance or sorcery. So the big one... Oh, you know what? Okay, okay. No, I have a plan. Please do the thing. Please do the thing. So how is he going to do this? Do I have it? So he's going to sacrifice Starling Grove. He's going to go get the big card. I don't have my ability to flash stuff into play. And I don't have any counter spells. What do I do here? Do I just Gonti and hope? Do I have any way to remove... You know what? Maybe Jon Irenicus is the better choice. 85 to 85. Let's do this. Let's get rid of 5 cards. So he's going to sack the Starling Grove. I don't have anything in hand. I won't have anything in hand because Jon's just going to mill him 5. Beginning of your end step. You know, maybe he can't. Damn it. Oh, he didn't do it. Okay, because he missed the response trigger. Yep. And now he can remove things with a power of up to 4, but he doesn't have the mana for it this turn. That's bad. Do I board wipe this? I have enough stuff to get back Jon. This will reset 3 of his shrines. He'll still need 1 more turn. I'll get back Jon. I'll keep milling his graveyard. He's only cast this once. He'll be able to replay it again. And I've already specialized, so... Do I wait 1 more turn for him to commit a little bit more so I can burn a few more things out of the... I'm gonna make a potentially really bad choice and wait 1 more turn. Let's see if we can grab Tireless Provisioner, Satyr Enchanter. I'll be taking that, thank you very much. No attacks, end turn. Okay, we get another island. Yep, you get a lot more life. I'm waiting for him to try to recover on Den of Night's Reach. Okay, now I might have just lost with that. Alright. Wait for it. I would need, maybe not Sublime Epiphany, pass to attackers. Let's wait to see if he does it. Okay. Exile target card from my graveyard. Exile target card from my graveyard. Okay. I think I want more snow, right? What's the most I can get out of this, actually? Okay, let's do this. Let's get an extra turn out. I'm borrowing your copy of Time Warp. Probably should have attacked with Gonti there. Let's play another island. Destroy all creatures. So he'll have a shrine count of 2, which is still pretty bad. I'll probably give up. Alright, who do I get back here? Not Viconia. It's either got to be Jon. Probably Jon. Yes. Take action. Do I want to play the Elvish Mystic? Do I need more mana? Not really. I can probably discard the Elvish Mystic. Elvish Mystic and... Oh, Elvish Mystic and Boneyard Aberration will probably be the 2 that go away, right? Ooh, okay, there's my Arch, that's good. So, Elvish Mystic and Boneyard Aberration. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, he's got the mana for it. Okay. I don't think this is over just yet. I think it's... Okay, sorry. Let's play the Arch because we need... I'd like to have my draw. And then we're going to play... you. There's no point in specializing because my stuff will immediately get burned away. But there is probably purpose to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will cost 6 more. Currently he's running off that, but he's probably just waiting until... 1, 2. I will have to give up 4 cards at the start of his turn, so anything I don't play just goes away. Do I care about any of these enough to protect them that badly? I'll have to give up whatever I draw. I don't think so. We'll just end the turn. Yep. Understandable. Have a nice day. He's going to have a lot of life. Let's wait for him to try to... Come on. Miss, 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 miss. Frag. Really? Alright. So we're going to go get rid of that. At the beginning of your upkeep, right? We're going to go get rid of that. For a shrine, exile target card from the graveyard. And I guess we'll go grab Wrath of God, just because. And you know... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Is there something I go grab from my own graveyard that might be good? I don't have it yet. I'm just gonna keep getting rid of any of his recovery targets so that you just can't use them. Creature. Get 2 more lands. Am I likely to use any of these? Probably not. May as well get the cheapest one, I guess. And Time Warp. This is a 5-drop, right? Do I play the Starfield Mystic? Well, I'm just going to keep playing your copy of Time Warp. 3, 4. Can kill Jon off, but I don't care if he kills off Viconia. I'm pretty sure I now have... Okay. This is not perfect, but this is the start of my recovery. So the start of this is to get rid of Sterling Grove permanently. Okay. Now I need to find a way to kill Viconia and Meteor Golem. Maybe I should have Wrath of God. Maybe I should have left him the Wrath of God so I'd be able to use it. Okay, so he's going. What does this do again? Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls. I know what card he'll get with it, but we're still going to go get rid of your Sterling Grove, so you can't get that back. I'm going to play my Ice Tunnel. I'm going to go to combat. Yep. End turn. I think we're still losing this because he'll just go get the card draw shrine now. But you know, there's always a chance. If we get, if I top deck into my return all non-land permanents to hand, that's 9 and 9. He might just have lethal here, doesn't he? 3 swing in for 3 left. No, he doesn't have lethal just yet, but he almost has it. If he messes this up, he'll get lethal. What happened to the thing he put on top? Pass to attackers. Oh, I shouldn't have swung with Viconia. All right, so there's a very low chance. If I top deck my return all cards your opponent controls to hand. Oh. Okay. It's not game yet. Next to combat. No attacks. End turn. Meteor Golem. Do I have a way to draw a card here? Yes, I do, and it might be a counterspell. It's very unlikely to be a counterspell for less than 1. Do we still seize that opportunity? I'll get a card from Jon. The card from Jon might be something more useful, which takes more mana. I'm going to let that resolve. Nope, that's game. Just barely, though. If he didn't have the Heliod's intervention, he was hosed. Well, no, that's not true. He might have just still been able to swing for lethal. But I was about to just start stabilizing and removing all of them off. But hey, I think... What did I do wrong? There's probably a couple of things. My dude, just resolve all the things. There we go. Thank you. I think one of the bigger ones was removing the Wrath of God early and not fetching the Wrath of God. But that was not a terrible show of how this deck works, actually. Like, I'm kind of happy with that. In terms of you can just steal their stuff, and you can do a really good job of controlling some of these more graveyard or recovery focused decks. Is this keepable? We got 3 lands. This is keepable. Just gonna mute that. Agent of Raffine. So, like I mentioned, this whole deck's thing is just stealing stuff off your opponent. That's going to be a problem if he gets it out. Maybe I should have held. Maybe I should have mulliganed for a counterspell. Are you going to play a removal spell in my Agent of Raffine? It's not the wrong choice. I'm just annoyed you're going to do it. Probably should have. No point in not blocking that. Let's play a black so we have access to 2 colors. No attacks, end turn. We'll bluff holding the counterspell. Resolve. Oh, does he not have the land? Now he has it, though. Mana value 3 or less. Joke's on you, buddy. I'm an idiot, so I don't have any cards with a mana value of 3 or less. I'm tapping that down. Would I rather steal a card off his deck, or... Would I rather steal a card off his deck or burn Inquisition of Kozliak? I think I'd rather steal a card off his deck. I like Agent of Raffine so much. It's just such a fun card. What is it? Sack a vampire, deal 3 damage. Let's see what he does. He's probably going to get something really big, which I'm not happy about. Okay. Okay, that's good. That means the rest of his hand is whenever another creature dies. Yep. I will have your snow-colored swamp covered. My bad. We're at 4. Let's slow down his roll here. What else does he have to work with? Thoughtseize. Not particularly scared of it. Oathsworn Vampire, Vampire of the Dire Moon. I don't love any of these. Thoughtseize actually has, I think, the most potential to ruin my day. Because we've almost, but not quite stabilized. We'll be taking 5 this turn, and a lot more next turn. Okay, but I have a counterspell now. Oh, how many more? I need 2 more turns. I don't have. Okay, so I have land there. I don't have land there. Am I willing to give up 2 life to get rid of a card that he can get rid of in 2 seconds anyway? Not really. Next turn I'll have Sublime Epiphany. Let's do this. And I will have the counterspell. Do I care about counterspelling that? No, he'll just cast it from his graveyard. So we'll go with this. Oh, you know what? Give up 2 life to permanently remove his 2/2 from the game is not a terrible trade. Exile target card from the graveyard. That was... Okay, I deserve to lose this now. I'll play Seagate the Restoration. I think we need to start trading into his stuff based on what he's pumping. Yep. And Knight of the Ebon Legion probably needs to be blocked. That has Death Touch. That doesn't, but it's got a flying. We'll trade there. He can pump that to be what some people have called too damn big. Even if I return everything to his hand, I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Do we just stall? I won't have a token to block with then, which I would like. So, yeah, so still bad. You're commanded to the command zone. Yes. I really need my... I think this is probably game already. Yeah, I meant to remove the Oathsworn Vampire, but... target a non-land permanent. I think I still lose, but we'll play it out. So I think a lot of this game was me playing really badly into this matchup. Right now I'm set up to take 2, 3, Broken Earth Noble or another, even if I block both of these. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I'd still take 8, and then I'll still take 2. Good game. Yeah, I played really badly into this. with my... Oh, I did not mulligan this correctly. I didn't mulligan... Yeah, I didn't... I think that's mostly it, honestly. My hand was way too many expensive opening cards. And I have enough counterspells that, like, being able to grab one counterspell in an open hand is not unreasonable. Oh. Is this going to be a chance to show off... I don't think I actually put that card in this deck. Okay, then. Yes, we go again. Oh. Except my game of Magic just crashed. Okay, 1 second, folks. That's actually very rare. I've never seen it do that. And I will check to make sure that the stream properly recovers. Looks good from my end. Let me just see if the live... Okay, cool. It's recovering. Interesting. That is very interesting. So that makes me think that whoever I am queuing into is doing something very tricky is happening. Oh boy. Okay, 1 second. I have a backup plan. It's not very exciting stream content, but I'm very curious to see if I can... What happens if I boot Magic on my phone? Okay. Is there an update that I'm supposed to be applying? Interesting. Interesting. So it's crashing on load. Presumably, it's crashing at the same time every time when it waits for my opponent. So either somebody is testing out some form of... 1 second. So let's see what time it is. I'm just going to say it because... So right now it is 3 p.m. on Saturday EST 7:30 2022. So the reason for anybody who's going, oh, well, why is he not just going, all right, time to end the stream? The Open is taking place this weekend. And so if you had a way to queue into your opponents and then make them crash and lose their game every single time, that'd be a really easy way to make like $2,500. So let's see if it happens every time. Yeah, so that's four times in a row. Neat. Okay, so Magic is patched on my phone. We'll go open a ticket for this in a hot moment. I might do a second Viconia stream because of this. I would have liked to play a couple more games, but it looks like that's not happening. We'll see if I can log in on my phone. Though, to be fair, that is reliant on me being able to actually get my password. Needs to download another half a gig. What about the timeout on that is? That's a very interesting bug. I don't know if that's oh. You have lost your connection to the server. Reconnect. If you had a way to like maliciously name, what would you even do to? See, I don't know if this is somebody. Here's the thing. I know it's not somebody who set out deliberately to troll me personally, right? Like, I don't have an audience. There's nobody who's going to do that. But I can 100% see it being somebody who's testing an exploit and is like, I'll just queue into historic Brawl for quick games. Loading initial scene. I'm testing to see if my phone also crashes. Okay, so it looks like I got a loss on that game. Guess I'll report that. What a weird bug. Error updating data. Retry. Something funky just happened. And we caught it on stream. So I will probably go clip that and include it in the... Because here's the thing. If this happened commonly, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's whatever. That happening when I try to queue into a match against presumably a single specific opponent, and happening every single time, that's suspicious as hell. That is suspicious as all hell. Because I play a lot of this game, right? Like, I have probably a couple dozen hours of it, if not more than that, streamed. And that's just the time I spend playing on stream. And I play on multiple computers. This game's very stable. Like, say what you want about it. Like, this is a very stable game. It's a well-made game. Crashing, specifically going into one opponent repeatedly, even after restarting, that doesn't happen. I haven't seen that happen in the several years that I have played this game. Dismal Backwater or Icy Tunnel. We'll go with Ice Tunnel. See, here's an example of where I'm like, oh yeah, there's kind of some anti-synergy in this deck. Drown in the Loch does not combo well. We'll do Dismal Backwater. I'd like to have my 3 colors of land. Can you sing with all the colors of the land, Bo? That sounds... On the battlefield tapped. Ooh, this is neat. I will do that. I will do this. I will pass the turn. No, that guy's banned in just normal Brawl, not historic. Well, that was weird. I apologize if anybody watches this. Yeah, that'll resolve. So I guess this is just super ramp into... It's kind of a problem for me, actually. Jeez, he's gonna have so much mana. Whatever. We'll just we have a couple counter spells. I guess technically we play this as a blue. I think this deck probably needs a little bit more enchantment removal, unfortunately. At least it doesn't have haste. My turn. Sorry, that weird bug is kind of knocked me off kilter a little bit, if I'm honest. It looks like this is Landfall Umnath, I think. Surprised that I'm getting cued into that, but I'll have to check the tier list, honestly. Two, three, four, five. Shove it. Though, I think I'm probably just about to get my head handed directly into my face. I'm gonna make a bad decision here. I think it is... Oh no, wait. These elementals? They are, so he'll just blow that up. I don't have another counterspell that actually will work. So let's do this. And... Okay, so do I go digging for... Do I go digging for answers, or do I get rid of the Spore Mound? He's going to have a 9/9 regardless of what I do. What I need is a board wipe, like an actual board wipe. I think the actual correct choice is to dig for answers. Not what I wanted, but okay, we'll take that. Man. He is just going to be able to blow me to smithereens. But I think this way it actually forces him to commit to trying to get rid of the Professor, right? So he'll blow up... Actually, if I was him, what would I blow up? He's going to have 3 damage, right? Yeah, okay, you got rid of Mu Yanling. But I still have the Elemental. And, yeah, he gets more cards, because of course he does. Ugh. He doesn't have any more land ramp right now, though, right? Why do I say stupid words with my big mouth? Whatever, I get one more turn, I think. And if I can top deck a land, we can honestly probably remove the Spore Mound instead of something else. Or the Zundakar's Royal. Okay, so can we protect it? Trade, block, 3/1/1 is 5. Yeah, we can. So... Or I could get the Spore Mound and give up the... No. So letting him replay Omnath is probably a poor decision. Meteor Golem doesn't do me too much. I could get rid of the Spore Mound, I could get rid of the Royal. I could steal the Spore Mound. Maybe I play the Archive? I mean, I'll lose Professor Onyx next turn regardless. Let's look for a board wipe. Let's try that. Really? None of these are great. Let's try target artifact or enchantment. I guess I take the... Spore Mound is a 3/3. I could... Okay, let's do this. Oh no, right, because it doesn't give it... Bloody... I'm an idiot. I guess we counterspell the giant. Oh. It's a 9 whatever. It doesn't really make a difference. Like, if we're gonna die, it's because we're gonna be overswarmed and have no way to deal with the token production. Nope. What's the red version do? Nothing of value. You can just go face and end the game here. Ugh. Oh, crap. That's not good. Well, I don't think I'm winning this one, but at least let me see if I can show off the cool stuff you can do with Blue Viconia before I die. Yeah, I am definitely not winning this one. So, for example, I'm going to now go steal his Solemn Simulacrum. I'm going to specialize, then I'm going to realize that I did this in the way that I don't have enough mana. Oh no, I do have enough mana. Specialize into blue. Why did you spend... Okay, game. I want you to explain to me why you think it's better to spend my mana of any color. Maybe the algorithm knows something I don't. Oh, I probably should have tapped Midnight Clock. Yeah. I mean, I'm still losing, so we're just going to play as much of this stuff as we can. Because it's funny. That right there is the cool thing you can do with Viconia. So if you were to take this deck and actually tune it, the tuned version is probably a lot more. So one option is you go blue-white, or sorry, you go black-white instead, right? And you have access to more board wipes, and then you rely on stealing your opponent's cards. Is there any point to counterspelling that? Annoying him mildly? Good enough for me. I can count. That's lethal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's lethal. Resolve. But because they might have a quest to do attacks, I am not going to concede. Also, I really need to get a new mic. I was listening to some of my audio for this sort of stuff earlier this week, and it's just not fantastic quality. If anybody has any suggestions for that, please leave them in the comments. I'd actually really appreciate that. I'm not a big... It's weird. I like technology, but I mostly like software. I'm not a big hardware person. I find it kind of stressful to be like, here's 8 million different products on Amazon. Now compare them all. And just be like, my dude, you are really pushing it in terms of how long I'm willing to wait for you to deal lethal damage to me. Alright. I'm stealing your Fabled Passage. It'd be cool if the green version of this card lets you copy stolen lands. Alright, I'm tapped out. Mate, you are really pushing it for how long I am willing to wait before you just deal lethal damage to me. Alright, you know what? After this game, I'm going to go look at something real quick on stream. We're going to go look at how many 0-drop spells there are in the game, because as far as I'm aware, there's only one 0-drop instant. Am I a little bit salty? Yes. Let's go look at collection. Zero drop. Creature, instant, sorcery, enchantment, artifact. Yeah. Collected and not collected. Okay. There's one instant speed 0-drop card in the game. Just end me already, please. Also, why is this rare? Look at all these artifact lands. I would do something cool with them at some point. I was going to add one of those to my... So I have a special deck that I'm working on that I'll show off when I get like 20 subs, I think is the goal. I have a Artisan black-white deck for this series. So if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe, because I need the dopamine so badly, because nothing else in my life is going to give me that. We have Leyline. Who are we playing into? Orvar? It's just kind of a bad opening hand outside of that, though. I'm going to mulligan. I will play properly. This is actually like a billion times better. Holy shit. Command Tower, Thoughtseize. Delver of Secrets, Archmage Emeritus, Spark Double, Chilling Trap. So is this wizard self... Okay. Okay, what's the right choice here? The right choice is the draw control. Actually, the right choice was probably Delver of Secrets, but honestly, it's a 3-2 flyer. I don't care. Let's bait some stuff out. Hi, sir. I am here to go borrow the rest of your deck. So one of them, put the rest of them on that bottom player's library. Wash away. You control a wizard. No reason. Let's force him to do it. Actually, I probably should have dived down. Yeah, okay, so this looks like it is interesting. Okay, so this is actually a really cool deck that we're playing against right now. I'll highlight this in a minute, but it looks like what they've done is gone, hey, Orvar is a shapeshifter. I can just build Wizard Tribal around this and control the game that way. I respect that. I'm still going to try to crush it, but I respect it. It's a good idea. End turn. Alright, so let's do this. That's kind of what I thought, but that means you can't play your commander this turn anymore. Is this a cantrip? So I'm actually kind of excited to see how this deck does, because Orvar is one of those cards where I'm like, oh man, I would love to make a deck based around this. And it looks like this person might have actually succeeded at doing that. I'm going to go steal a copy of my own Thoughtseize back. Thank you very much. Do I think he's got a counterspell in hand as his last card? Eh. I don't need to think. We're just going to specialize into blue. Throw away the island since we're at 6. If he's running Disallow, I'll be mildly annoyed. Thoughtseize. I shall grab the thoughts from your hand. Ottawa, Soaring Island, Spark Double. I think this is a pretty easy pick. Spark Double. Next. Let's see if we get the Chilling Trap. No. I feel bad that we're going to just counter him with his own Wash Away, but... who am I kidding? I don't feel... I feel a little bad. Not a lot bad. The best part is this is a singleton format. Since we stole his Wash Away, we know he doesn't have it in hand. Oh man. Yeah, so I need to get a better mic at some point. Let's see. Man, the flavor for this card is good. Are the Akai goblins? I think they might be. I'll have to go check. Wow, I could have just looked at that card before I queued for another game. Oh, cripey. It's this lady. I have a 4-drop powerful removal. I'm on the play. I don't have an open hand mulligan. I have decent land base. I think the right choice is to mulligan. Technically speaking, the right choice is to mulligan, but this hand is way worse. Alright, keep 6. Give up the Voracious Great Shark. I hate it when I make all the right decisions for the correct reasons and everything still goes horribly, horribly wrong. Technically, I think this is the right choice. So this is party based. Okay, if that's a bird cleric, so that's his cleric. Okay, let's tap you. Exile a card. Technically speaking, I don't need you yet. Drowned Catacomb. Midnight Clock, so now I'm at 4, which means we'll have access to Feed the Serpent, which means we can remove his commander when he plays it. These are probably 2 of the coolest clerics. So I was thinking about this recently. It's kind of a bummer that things like Warlock, Bard, those classes don't... Ooh. Oh, that's not good. I see where this is going. Don't like it. Do I just counterspell him, or do I... I think, given that this is an aggro deck, I think that I want to try to, like, slow him down in his own game a little bit. Did I already play a land this turn? Do I need a 6-drop more than I need Mystical Dispute? Yes, because I'm not actually playing 6-drop right now. And 6-drop lets me warp Jonathan Harker. At which point I can start playing these cards for free. Oh, except I discarded Mystical Dispute. It doesn't do anything. Whoops. Oh, dearie. I should remove Shaldine of Radiance in advance. No, he's going to tap it down this turn if he wants to get the benefit out of it. So why is it cheaper? Oh, Otreka's Monument. Okay, so now he can... What? What is... I don't understand what he's doing. He's doing something clever, and I don't like that. So I pay the cost, the ability resolves, then I should get priority, right? What is the right choice here? I currently have priority. If he has the counterspell... Okay, we'll go to next. If he has the spell to... If he's holding a spell to kill Harker's Obsessive Inquiry, so he has Cleric, exile up to one target attacking or blocking creature. Okay, so I did read this right. Let's take that because it just seems good. Okay, so I did play that correctly. I thought it was going to be in artifact or enchantment removal, but it was just a combat trick. Does he have... How far is he off the cleric, warrior? So that's 2 of 4, right? And that's the rogue. That's a warlock. That's not what I want. Okay, I needed to get rid of Otreka's Monument earlier, didn't I? I'm about to just get hammered down. Oh dear. Okay, can we stabilize this somehow? Hostage Taker's good. Baleful Mastery is good. So let's do Hostage Taker. Let's take some motherfucking hostages. Probably Tenured Inkcaster. Maybe I should have stolen that artifact instead. Okay. Gains Death Touch until end of turn. That's the biggest problem. I need to hold 2, because if he plays that and he gets the count, I am just hosed. Cleric, warrior... Let's get Tenured Inkcaster out so that he can't have it. We'll put a +1 on Hostage Taker. I want to make a bad choice here. And get rid of that. And then I'm going to hold. And now we just cross our fingers and really hope that he didn't just top deck. So he's got Cleric, he's got Warrior, he's got Rogue, so he needs Wizard. Please don't have top decked a Wizard. I bet he top decked a fucking Wizard. Knew it. All right. Not much point to letting him. I can't. Okay, I can't take all the damage. So let's just trade into. No, we'll trade into as much stuff as possible. See, the thing is, this is entirely my fault, right? Like I said, oh, like I should hold that in case he top decks a Wizard. And I was right. He top decked a Wizard. Fraying Line's my out here, technically. I only have 6 life. I don't think... he's got lethal. Do I have a way to draw any cards that I'm missing? So, I guess I got this. And I have the Baleful Mastery, which we might as well hold until he enters. Here, combat turn if you have a full party, which you do. 82, 82. Well, if nothing else, I just doomed myself with that dude. Oh, man. We had a couple good games. But I think we're hosed now. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're not just yet. No, we definitely are, but I'm going to fight to the last inch. I should have kept that first mulligan, I think. I was just so concerned that I didn't have the counter spells. I wonder if this video will even be posted. No, this is worth posting to subreddit. Maybe I'll cut the... I don't know. I think you can. You can edit. I'll cut that weird bug we encountered earlier out of the video, and then I'll splice in... I'll cut that out, submit a bug report, because that seems like a pretty big issue. If somebody has a way to make you crash each time you try to connect to a game, that's actually really bad. Where to put my water bottle? See, this thing right there, that's probably my favorite thing about Arena. That's brilliant UI. This looks keepable. Yeah, I'll keep. Opponent goes first. I'll still keep. Maybe I should have mulligan for Thoughtseize. No, this is a 4-drop. This is a 4-drop. We've got time. Well, if we pull up a 3, we can do Viconia. We can start doing some other stuff. I don't know. I quite like this deck. I think it needs some tuning. The issue is that turning it into just a full control list is so boring and not fun. Nobody likes to play against that. Does that make sense to play Mox Amber turn 1, or should I have held that? I think that made sense. Eh. We'll have the counter spell. You have your removal, I have my removal. You move my cards, you can go fuck yourself. Legendary creatures and planeswalkers. Pass to attackers. Kind of crazy of me not to. I'm not going to play anything. End turn. There's no point in me doing so. Well, would you look at that? It's a squirrel. I really want to steal that. but I really shouldn't. So instead, I have a better idea. We'll do this. Sawed off. Now, in exchange for your cards that you have put there, I am going to go steal both your cards real quick. Thanks. Very cool. Actually, I should... no, I can do this now. There. Baby shark, do 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 do, stealing your stuff, do 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 do. Let's go until, let's see, what am I gonna call this a day? I think we had a couple good games early. Even if we lost that deck against Shrines, but I feel like that was actually a really good deck for demoing the sort of like things you can do with this deck, actually. So even though that game was a loss, I'm actually quite happy with it. Because it shows off the sort of ability to just be a source of both graveyard hate and yoinking your opponent's stuff. Free mulligan. Maybe I should replace the Golem with Ravenous Chupacabra. This is much better. Keep 6. Who am I queuing into? Oh boy, I'm about to get my glorious victory! Alright. I'm not... Should I end on that? I really shouldn't. Ooh, what did we get? Card that I already have. Okay. This could be an interesting game. I will keep. Holy crap, that is basically the perfect opening hand. Especially for this matchup. There's no reason to give away that I have that 1-drop, especially when I can't actually do anything with it. Yeah, I'm gonna make a... That's probably not the right choice. The right choice is probably to hold the Quench for the turn 2, yeah, that. But next, all attacks. What's the right choice here? Probably Disdainful Stroke, since it's conditional. Do I quench that? Yes, I do. I'm borrowing that, thank you. Is there any point in specializing? Probably not yet. That's not a commander. Can't counterspell that, but I can do this. I already sold that, so I guess we'll go steal Quench back. You're quenching me. Do I throw the shark away? If I don't draw, I drew a land. Okay, so we'll hold the shark. Make a bad decision. The pretty easy choice here is Xanther. gotta be quenching me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this. Come on, play greedy. Play greedy. Don't have Spell Pierce in your hand. Yep, that's gonna resolve, because I can't do anything about it. Ooh, do I play Harker? I think I do. I think I let him counterspell it if he tries, but after our creature loses all abilities. That's fine. Let's see what he's gonna do with it. What? Guess he's just gonna kill my augur? Oh, yeah, I guess that turns. No, he's not even gonna. Okay. Maybe he's just in a. Maybe I'm misreading this, and he's in a very bad position with his hand, and not having enough land to drop any of his big bombs. In which case, I should. How about you don't? Be really cool if you didn't. Alright, let's tap you first. I don't want to give up the River's Rebuke. I'm going to give up the River's Rebuke. We have a whole bunch of counterspells. I think I'm still in a decent position. Just because you can't draw a land doesn't mean I am legally obligated to let you. I still have Disdainful Stroke, yeah? Okay. Oh, man. And another final victory. Alright. So that is going to be the end of this stream, actually. So let me see what I should do to cap this off. Oh, I know what we always do. It's what we always do, right? And it is this. So, where do I rank Viconia, having played him? Actually, this is not a super hard thing to do. And I know this is probably going to be kind of unpopular with some people, but it's up for debate. I think Viconia is actually kind of an S tier commander, right? I'll keep him big for the moment. So when I'm rating him, I am only looking at like mostly these versions. Something I've wanted to do actually, and maybe this will be the actual 20 subscriber special. So we need 2 more people. So if you're a sucker and you like listening to somebody with a terrible microphone, terrible haircut, and a beard that looks like someone has just super glued, they went outside, they took one of those hedge clippers, and they just shredded it down a little bit, and then super glued that to their face, please subscribe. Please click the scrib. But yeah, I'm going to say S tier, and the reason for that is that Viconia offers something really unusual and neat in a commander, and the thing that it offers is also very powerful. So what it offers is the ability to copy cards out of your graveyard, copy creatures out of your opponent's, copy instants and sorceries and creatures all out of your opponent's graveyard, while simultaneously permanently removing them from the game. So on its own, even if it was just Viconia on its own, is not very exciting. But let's just say it was just, let's say Viconia couldn't specialize, right? It was just mono black. Viconia would probably end up somewhere in C tier, right? He's not good. He'd be terrible. That's not true. He wouldn't be terrible, but he'd just be a graveyard hate machine. But as it is, he offers the ability to remove certain threats from your graveyard while also letting you then play those threats back into your opponent. And perhaps most importantly, relative to a lot of paper cards that Viconia gets played around, right? Most paper cards that let you play your opponent's cards, your opponent is still the owner. And that means when those cards die, they go back to your opponent's graveyard. So if you steal stuff from your opponent, you play it. If your opponent's playing Reanimator, all you've really done is bought yourself a little bit of time before they actually bring it back. But Viconia conjures copies into play. And because he does that, because he conjures copies as opposed to just, stealing cards like the, most paper cards do, I'm going to say he does in fact belong in S tier. Funnily enough, the only other card that's also probably going to go in S tier in this set is, also blue-black because it's Thassa, because Tasha's a broken, busted piece of shit, and the sooner they nerf that, the happier I will be. But, so here's the other thing. Viconia is actually we didn't see this today, but I play most of these decks quite a lot before I actually play them on stream. That's why it's only like 3 streams a week, because it takes me a while. I have to make the deck, play it, usually like for a day or two, and then make some tweaks, and then play it a little bit more. Viconia is actually a fantastic counter to Thassa, because when Thassa is like, oh, give me creatures from your graveyard, you're like, what creatures in my graveyard? There aren't any. Go fuck yourself. At the same time, this list is just pretty good countering that, because as you saw, it has like Disdainful Stroke, Quench, a whole bunch of stuff. Thassa wants to be played on curve. Every time you block them from playing Thassa on curve, Thassa players die a little bit inside, and that's good because they should be. That's pretty much everything I have to say on this deck. I'm going to be ending the stream now, and then I'll probably file a bug report for that weird crash that we saw, which was kind of suspicious. But as always, I'm a little more hyper now, to be honest, after that last game. But as always, if you have thoughts, feedback, please leave them in the comments. I am reading them. If you like the stuff, subscribe. If you don't like the stuff, I'm going to try to convince you to subscribe anyway. I don't know why you should, but you should do it because it's good for me personally. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Basically just said the same thing there twice. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.